Hi, welcome to the ZP Developer Zone. So we do this webinar, I always say ZP Developer Zone. Welcome to the ZP vlog. We do this vlog every Sunday at 8 a.m. London time, and it's really just a catch up from the news, or on the news rather, from Zimmer and Peacock for this week. So this week it's been pretty intense, and we will cover why I sort of say that we've had essentially an intense week. So one of the things that's worth saying is that we've been doing a lot of workshops of recent, and those workshops have prompted people to say, well, look, you do one-day workshops, two-day workshops. We've done them in San Diego. We've done them in Horten, Norway. We've got one booked for Coventry in the UK, another one in Norway, another one in Grenoble in France. But despite all that sort of geographical reach, and I just want to say a special thanks to Saran this morning for joining us. Lovely to see you, Saran. So thanks to that essentially special reach, people are still saying, look, we want to attend and we can't attend. So what we've done is we've created a online only workshop as well. This will take place on the 10th of January 2023. And what it will mean is that people can essentially choose their own time zone. So if you happen to be kind of in the Asia, or rather in Asia and Australasia, then maybe the 12 p.m. New Delhi start time will be more suitable to you. At the same time, if you happen to be in more Central Europe, then maybe the 12 p.m. Berlin time will be more suitable for you. And if you're in sort of North America type time zones, then South America time zones, then maybe 12 p.m. Norway, which then gives you 9 a.m. San Francisco. So we're trying to cover all of the time zones this morning, and well, not this morning, but in that webinar, so people can actually attend. And those will only, those will be 3-hour webinars. So let me summarize and say, we are doing a lot of workshops at the moment. They're very well attended. There's a lot of energy in those workshops. We realize, even though we have held one now in Europe, we've held 2 in India and 1 in the USA. Despite holding them there, there's still more of a sort of need for people to attend workshops. And so we've said, okay, we will broaden it out and have them online as well, just purely online. And the reason we're doing it purely online is we don't want people to feel like they're missing out, by having a kind of some people are in the audience and some people are online. No, we'll just do it online. If you want a in-person one, come to the distinct in-person ones. Let me just jump into it a little bit more now and say that every Thursday we do our ZP Developer Zone webinar, where we sort of talk about questions that came in this week. And one of the questions that came in this week was talking about custom screen printed electrodes. We talked about questions from the workshop, and we also talked about screen printed electrodes. So I will. So we do our ZP Developer Zone, as I say, every Thursday at 8 a.m. London time, and we do cover technical questions there. Now, something that happened this week, a very good colleague of ours, two of our very good colleagues put together a video around chili sensing. And so in that video, we talked about our FoodSense technology, and we actually showed it, being used and how it can be used to actually measure the hotness of chilies. I think it was a surprise to both myself and Saran, but when you know the engineer who did the video, then you understand it's not such a surprise. But they actually ended up tasting the chilies and getting quite a reaction as part of that video. So it was a very nice video, very well done, and dare I say, also very brave. The fact that during the video, like I say, the engineers actually ended up tasting the product. And they got some really good results as well. They were able to distinguish between these different chilies, and they were able to get these accurate answers. I mean, we always sort of test against Tabasco sauce. In fact, Tabasco sauce was one of the few products where there's actually real sort of data in the public domain, about the hotness of Tabasco sauce. And Tabasco sauce always tell you when they ship that product that the hotness, it's about 2,500 Scoville heat units. Saran was just saying online that he saw this video a little time back, and he's right, because one of our engineers who helps with the video, he's a real perfectionist. So the video was done a while back, but it's 15 minutes, and this guy won't be rushed. So c'est la vie, as they say. Thank you very much to the engineers for putting together that particular video. I mean, it's probably worth saying as well that we're also now offering essentially video production also to other companies. So we at ZP, we do have a really nice studio, really good cameras, lighting, really good video editing. So we're also offering this video production as one of our services around ZP, but also around our sister company called C-Lab. So if you have any questions of Zimmer and Peacock when it comes to video production, please don't hesitate to contact us. And our engineers that are out there on site with other people also think about our video production for those companies as well. As I say, it feels like a very intense week. And the reason it's felt quite intense is many of us are based in Europe. But we have had these workshops this week into India. We've got a very good company supporting us in India called Technando, and they were they were able to get us into, or they were able to have us hosted at IIT Bombay and also SSN in Delhi as well. So we were appreciative of the effort these guys put in, and we had an excellent turnout, a very engaged turnout. The thing about a ZP workshop is it's so, I would say it's delivered with love, to be honest with you. We try to make sure that people come out of it smiling and they really get value. So, we turn up with lots of kits, we turn up with lots of solutions, everyone gets to make a sensor, everyone gets to test their own sensor. So I think everyone is left with the sense of, actually, I got, may I say it crudely, they got their money's worth. So thank you very much to Technando for organising that workshop. Thank you very much to Andre. I'm not sure how long the flight was, but I would suggest it's probably at least 17 hours. So he went there and went back in the space of a week. So we are very appreciative of the efforts from Technando and from Zimmer Peacock. So with that, I will wrap up for this week. I do want to say I'm very interested. We're going to do a lot more work, and we're going to launch a new service soon, which will be the 3D printing of microfluidics. The one thing about microfluidics I could say is it often requires a lot of rapid iteration, and at Zimmer Peacock we do have a really excellent I want to say bunch, but a team of engineers, of mechanical engineers, and we have a really excellent 3D printing and CNC facility. So we will be turning that pretty soon into a 3D microfluidics printing service. So I want to say thank you for following us this week. As I say, this week it's been very heavy on these workshops in India. But if you are interested in workshops, we do have more workshops. There's a workshop next week in Horton. There's a workshop the following week in Coventry. There's a workshop the following week, I think, in Grenoble. And then there's a totally online workshop. And we're also lining up a workshop in Swansea. So if you need Zimmer Peacock and you want to get hold of us and get that sort of hands-on training with us, then there'll be plenty of workshops coming up. All right, special thanks to Saran this week. It's appreciated, Saran, and thank you very much if you're listening later on to the vlog or podcast. Otherwise, take care. Reach out to ZP. Please come to one of our workshops. I think you'll find them really fun. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.